part of industry of trucking did you enjoy the most?
I would say the fact that it's a trade. It's specialized. People think, oh, you're driving. That's not the case. It's like any other profession. As you learn and grow and you gather experience over time, you become more valuable. And you should exercise that value. You shouldn't take what people are giving you. You should take what you work for.
Oh, my man, hell yeah!
Biggest thing I've learned is that don't be a steering wheel holder. There's a difference between a trucker and a steering wheel holder.
Tell me the difference, brother.
Being a trucker, you love the business. It doesn't matter if you're in it, if you've done it, you're out of it. You're always thinking about trucking. It's just in your blood. And so, be the best you can be. Be the best you can be at your trade, because trucking is a trade. And so, if you think of it just as a job and and going and holding the steering wheel, that's not the case. It's a trade. And be good at it. Learn your craft. Watching the old school truckers, and my wife always she always laughs at me because she can hear me sitting at the table. I drove that Superliner. I drove that lowboy. I did that dump truck. You take pride in what you've done.
Look at these handsome guys right here. What's going on, mother truckers?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, we got fans of the show. I just popped in. We're hanging out at the Chrome shop, and I'm like, what the heck is this right here? But before that, introduce yourselves.
I'm Brian Staley. I'm president of Roll-Off Compaction Service, also known as ROCS, at rocsfl.com.
Yeah.
I'm Joe Staley, and I'm the other one. I'm his brother.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
I was gonna say, I didn't know, but a twinsy a little bit, or
no, Joe's the older brother.
Okay.
So I have the ideas, he executes.
That's right.
So it works.
You know what? I have an older brother, and so it's always the same way, right?
Yeah.
So no, that's cool. So how long have you guys been trucking?
Let's see.
Let you start that.
I'm 33, going on 34 years trucking. Started out, in my 20s, my early 20s, and been trucking ever since. Been around the trucking business. Had my own truck. Been running trucking companies, and now with my brother and doing it all over again.
I love it. With that many years experience, best advice for truck drivers?
Best advice for truck drivers. Stay away from lot lizards.
Why didn't you tell me? No, I'm not staying away from that one. How about you, sir? How many years?
It's less than him. I'd say about 30. He got into trucking first, and I was actually a road laborer. And he decided to buy his own truck and said, "Hey, you're getting your CDL."
Yeah, that's a good start.
So he bought a truck in Michigan. He says, "You're driving it back with me," and then next thing you know, I get back home. I got out of laboring and I got into driving. I did oil trucks. I did box trucks. Anything.
Dump trucks.
Dump trucks. Ready mix trucks.
What are we doing here?
We have, as the name implies, a roll-off compaction service. Basically, it's a 3-ton drum on the end of an extending arm, and it is designed to compact, compress, and crush waste, debris, material inside open-top roll-off dumpsters. And the whole point of that is, everyone knows, anybody who's rented a dumpster, they know when it's full, they're like, man, we can't fit more stuff in there. And sometimes they'll call the guys in the warehouse, come stomp on this stuff, see if we can get more in there, which is obviously dangerous. It's a workers' comp nightmare. So when I saw this service, the bell rang. I'm like, this is an excellent idea. In Europe, very common, but it's a stationary service in one location where, of course, in the U.S., they're going to be like, how can we make this bigger and heavier? And they put it on the back of a truck.
I love it.
So we can do 20, 30, 40-yard dumpsters. And it basically when the dumpster is full, it compresses that airspace out of the dumpster, allows them to refill the dumpster up, depending on the compression ratio of the material, fill it multiple times. So you can save 50, 60, maybe more % of the hauling rates for a dumpster that you actually haven't filled up.
2021 Kenworth T300. So it's a Kenworth.
2021. So let me smell this. Let me smell it.
You got the new truck smell in it, baby.
Yeah. the butt smell is still nice.
Yeah,
it's still nice.
It is. So yeah, hey, listen, a little butt crack ain't bad for nobody. But it's a truck.
Yeah.
It's just under 26,000 pounds, and whether you're trucking over the road, whether you're driving tractor trailer, or you're driving a straight, it's still a truck.
I hear
and
you.
so, again, to be good at what we do, just got to keep doing it. And so it's state of the art, and it has all the bells and the whistles in it.
I see
And
different like pilot looking buttons. What are these? I see these pilot looking buttons right here. What are those
That's
buttons
for
do?
launching the sideline.
Yeah.
It's for the
Hey, man. Hey, man.
people hanging out in the hammer lane, slow rolling.
That's
Yeah.
it. They always bump them off the road. They don't deserve to be. You know what
Ah,
I'm saying?
I
There's
love
always a four-wheeler getting in the way.
It's like Mario Kart over here.
Bump 'em. It's a purpose-built vehicle. The system is called PACMAT, and there's a control system in there for operating the compaction arm. And the nice thing about this particular style is you do not have to get out of the truck to operate it. There's cameras on the arms. It gives you a view of inside the roll-off dumpster as you're compacting it, where other systems, a driver's got to climb out into an operator's cab. And the operator's cab, as you know, can be,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you're 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
There's a little more potential risk of injury there. So we want to protect the driver, and we contain him in the cab so that he can operate and have full visibility from within the cab.
Hey, the truth is, Randy doesn't even know we're here, so they're gonna be like, "Who the hell took all our trash?"
Who are you
Hey,
guys?
basically, we get the crunch from crash.
I love it. I love it. So where should I
will point
go?
out the mud flaps.
Let's
we
look- oh.
we got the legit official mud flaps.
Hey, hey, you know, we got to show some love here because, you know, there's one reason why these two individuals have some heart for this company. And in the last interview, you were in the store manager, Joe. Who is that guy to you?
That's my nephew.
He's a good nephew, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a great nephew. He was a pain in the rear end when he was little, but he got better as he got older.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but it's a good job here for Rainey's. Rainey's does a good job across the board. I mean, we are Raineyized. Every bit of chrome that you see on this truck came from Rainey Chrome Shop.
Hey, and if anyone's gonna hate on a man showing love to his nephew, then that's what you always got to do: show family love.
That's it. Show family love, but you got to show love to the truck. You know, you got to put a little chrome on her, make it feel special, right?
Hey, I love it. Tell me what this does.
This is the control box. So you got the safety button. This is what you call the old crap button. You know, if something happens, hit the old crap button, it shuts the thing down. Right? We also can control the lighting system on it, and this lets us know when it's unfolded.
Yeah.
When it's doing the money-making part of the business.
Yeah.
You know, and then we got our controls, which will unfold, fold up. We'll be able to run the drum back and forth, as well as our. That's the view from the driver that you can go and see it's unfolding.
Oh, so you don't have to actually go back there. That's what he was talking about.
Everything is controlled within the cab of the truck.
All right, let's take a drive back there.
Cool. Let's hit it.
The Boston trucker is gonna see you.
Boston Trucker, my boy. So I was just watching his part 3 this morning on work time. Don't tell my brother. But watching the old school truckers, and my wife always she always laughs at me because she can hear me sitting at the table. I drove that Superliner. I drove that lowboy. I did that dump truck. You take pride in what you've done, and you miss the old days. Sometimes you want to go back and do it, but it's hard to be a trucker today too. It's not like we didn't have, when I first started out in this thing, we had bingo cards. We didn't have the IFTA stickers. We had all these little stickers, and we had the bingo card that we had to go out every time we had to pay our fuel taxes, and we didn't have to worry about all the nonsense that the drivers have to worry about today. And I have a lot of respect for the owner operators today, because it is not easy for an owner operator today. It's hard.
I heard that.
It's hard to be an owner operator. But you know what? They're the ones that make America, man.
I love your attitude, brother.
So, one day these people are going to realize, and they're starting to realize that, trucks are the lifeblood of this country. So.
I love it. I love it. So tell me what we're looking at, and then I'll go outside to check it out.
So right now we're backing up to the dumpster, right? And here we have a proximity, so we know how we're getting close to it. And so there's no damage to the dumpster. We just go up and we just barely touch her.
Got it. Barely touch.
And then you move up a little bit.
Yep.
Put it in neutral.
Yep.
We put our PTO on and unfold her and let her rock.
All right, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, let's see the
We
magic.
go from being up here to being down there.
Yeah.
And it's a fraction of the cost of having the dumpster hauled away. On average, about 50% savings.
Really?
Compared to having it hauled away.
Because you'll squish it down pretty much halfway or all the way almost down.
Well, I tell you what, with Rainy, their material, we call it the compaction ratio. That gives us an idea of how much we'll get it down per compaction. Theirs will compact about 70%. So they can fill the dumpster as many as 4 times before calling to have it hauled away. And in the past, they were getting both dumpsters hauled away once a week. Now they're getting both dumpsters hauled away once a month.
Wow. So, if you guys need this, ROCS, tell them how to get to you.
You can go find us online at www.rocsfl.com. That's ROCSFL.com.
And I'll put links below.
Absolutely.
My man. Yeah. Dang. We got a lot of room now, guys.
I'm going to get more. The more you buy, the more pallets we can put in there to crush.
And then you can grab the camera.
All right.
We're perfect. That's perfect. No, thank you.
Doing the other side.
And that, oh yeah, you gotta spin around to get the other side, right?
Yeah, sometimes. The 40 yarders tough to reach the other side. The 20s and 30s, you can get right to the other side.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Hey, all I gotta say is, mother truckers, check it out. There's more to trucking than this, just the trucking you see.
Yeah, I find the purpose-built trucks the most interesting.
Because
cool. Somebody has to take the frame and the cab and whatever equipment they need, and they have to put all those components together to serve a particular purpose.
I love it.
And when you see something like that, you're like, oh, can you put that on a truck? I don't know. And somebody put it on the truck, and I love it. And now you have a service that saves people money.
Yeah.
It reduces the amount of hauls they're taking, so it reduces the footprint in the landfill. It reduces the number of 2 trips that the haul trucks are taking, and it ultimately saves the customer money.
Hey, there it is. I love it, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I think we're good.